Well, here we are today at Oakworth Station, still on the Worth Valley line. Unfortunately, I'm flying solo today and I don't have my daughter with me. I normally does all the speaking. As you can see, it's where they filmed the Railway Children. Lots of milk churns. Not quite as small as the ones we went to use on our railway, but it's a nice little setting. Still running the diesel that we were running yesterday. This is the outside of the station. You probably recognise it again from the film. These are the gas bottles that I showed you in grey yesterday, which I've painted. Obviously most of them red, the colour that gas bottles are for propane gas. And the other two I've sort of tried to make them look a bit more distressed. But you can see that they improve so much. And I'm going to show you the oil drums now. These are the oil drums which you saw yesterday that didn't look much at all really, but once again, once they're painted, they seem to really come to life. I painted most of them blue, but I painted some of them green and put yellow tops on, which brings me to the subject of painting. And most people struggle to paint things this small. And don't be getting drawn into the fact that you can buy a big pack of toothbrushes, paintbrushes for a few quid. I mean, this brush alone was nearly £3. But these are the only kind of brushes you can really use to get down to this sort of size of things. I'll just take the end off it. As you can see, it's very, very, very fine. The thing is with the cheaper brushes, the hairs on the end, some of them are longer and things, and you'll just struggle. You will not struggle if you get good brushes. The other thing I use quite a lot of is cocktail sticks, and they're cheap, but you'll find they're very useful. Another thing I use is a pair of tweezers, which I suppose everybody has. And then finally, I have a little file for just filing off the edges or anything I need to do to clean the things up before I glue them together or paint them. I also use quite a bit of very fine emery paper just for taking the edges off things, something like 2000 grit. You might also wonder what kind of paints I use. Well, I can tell you I use acrylic paints. Now this pack here you can get from Poundland, which it isn't a pound anymore there, it's £3, so from £3, and they're very good, and you've got all the colours there to mix any colour you want. This, which is a glue dispenser, there's a very fine end on it to be able to glue things together, but although some people like these, it's okay in some situations, but I still prefer the cocktail stick method where I put a small amount on a piece of paper and then use cocktail stick to apply it to whatever I'm gluing together. I'll use these tweezers as well. I can't just remember where I got these from, but basically they allow you, they're spring loaded like that, and when you let go of them, they grip whatever you're holding, which is quite good for painting things, because you can paint one side and then when that dries you can turn it over and paint the other side. I have a 6-inch rule, steel, which is also good for getting kits, these cardboard kits. Some of them are scored, and yes, you can follow down a scored line, but if you have a rule, you don't wander off and start cutting the thing itself.